So I'm going to show you how to set up sidechain gating so we can apply the rhythm from these hi-hats to some chords. Okay, so we're going to take that rhythm and apply it to these chords. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is duplicate the hi-hat track. Then I'm going to, because it's an audio track, copy the audio over. And I'm going to name this SideChain hats, or SC for sidechain hats. Okay, then we're going to go to the stereo out and we're going to change it to a bus. So we'll go for bus 3. Okay, and then we're going to go to bus, you'll see that that's popped up here, the input saying bus 3. So we're going to go to the output and put no output because we don't want to hear this because we've already got it. So I'm just going to put it on solo, and what you'll see is the meter will light up in both these, but what you'll find is you can't hear it at all. So you can see the signal's coming through and flowing through, but we can't hear it, which is exactly what we want, because this signal is just going to be used to trigger the gate on our chords. I'm just going to name the auxiliary track as well, so when I come back to this project I can remember what I'm actually doing. Okay, so we go over to the chords, and I'm going to go to dynamics and noise gates, and then if we go to the top right we've got an input for a sidechain, the key input it's sometimes called, and we can see there bus 3 is where I put my hats. So this is now going to be used to trigger the gate. So if we solo this and then adjust the threshold, we should hear the gating. So there we can hear the rhythm of the hats applied to the chords. So I'll just bring in the hi-hat part so you can kind of hear it in situ. Now I might just mess with the attack a little bit and the release and the hold and just see what I think sounds good, and it's just down to taste. We can also consider the amount of reduction. So at the moment it's reducing anything that passes the threshold. Okay, that is not above the threshold, sorry. It's reducing it by 100 dB, so basically we're not going to hear it. But if I fade this up, you'll hear some of the signal still remaining. So it works much like a mix control. Yeah, and that is essentially how it kind of works. We've got a look ahead function which will use more CPU, but it will look ahead, but this should be fairly easy for it to predict because it's fixed. We've also got a sidechain function where it will listen just to a specific frequency, but it seems to be doing a fairly good job without that, so I don't think we really need to worry about that. So let's just have a listen to the whole track with the sidechain gated chords. Okay, so we can hear it all together. This could be really helpful if you say working on something of a more kind of uh, man kind of made feel, acoustic kind of feel, and you want to make it sound a little bit more electronic. This is a great way to do that. Also, just to create variations in your track, so you might have some chords or a pad or whatever, and you're just thinking, okay, how can I twist these, make these a little bit different for the rest of my arrangement? Sidechain gating can be really, really helpful for that as well. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this and it's been useful, and thank you for listening.